So I'm a securities and M&A lawyer at Torys. So most of my clients are public companies or companies that want to go public. I help them with their IPOs, with accessing capital markets, and sort of navigating life as a public company. I also work in the M&A space, so companies that are putting themselves up for sale or parties that are interested in buying other companies. So like most law students, I graduated law school wanting to be a litigator. You know, I grew up watching television legal dramas and thought that looked pretty cool. But I worked at a small litigation boutique and I was hired to work on a high-profile case, and a week before the trial date, the parties settled out of court. So it really made me pause and rethink litigation. I articled at Torys, and full service Bay Street corporate firm. I got exposure to a whole bunch of areas that I didn't know enough about at the time. I really enjoyed the work. I enjoyed the people. And I had to really honestly confront, what it is that I'm good at, where are my strengths. And, corporate transactional work, it's fast-paced, it's challenging, it's collaborative, and it really sort of appealed to me, and I think it played into my strengths. So I'm very impatient, which in most cases is not a redeeming quality, but I think it serves my clients very well. I'm practical. I really look for efficient solutions to problems. I focus on the issues that my clients are most concerned about. I try not to sweat the small stuff or get lost in technical issues that from the client's perspective don't pose a lot of risk. And I think that makes me an effective lawyer. I've been very fortunate. I've had a lot of fantastic mentors over the years, and I'm quite certain that I wouldn't be where I am today without the help of those individuals. I've received tons of wonderful advice from those people over the years. One thing that sticks with me and that I often return to is, to play to your strengths. So focus on the things that you're good at, get really good at those things, and don't force yourself to do things that you don't like, because you're probably not going to be very good at the things you don't like, and you're just going to be miserable in the process. So, focus your energy and effort on the areas where it's going to pay off and where you're going to get some pleasure and enjoyment out of it. So I sit on the board of Special Olympics Ontario, and if you don't know, Special Olympics is a fantastic organization. They have a very long and rich history, and their mandate is to promote inclusion and human dignity and respect for people with intellectual disabilities through sport. It's been a very enriching experience for me. So it really takes me out of the corporate culture and environment that I work in, and it's exposed me to a real rich and diverse group of people and perspectives. The board members alone, they're just an incredibly accomplished group of people from all different walks of life. And I'm quite certain I wouldn't have met any of these people in any other context. And there's management, who've devoted their lives to the organization, thousands of volunteers and athletes who spend so much of their time and resources on the cause. And it's been very, very rewarding. I find when I go back to, the tall tower in downtown Toronto, it just helps me keep perspective and keep grounded.